Alright, we got another Curse Seed submission here. This one just says, not sure how to navigate it. And then not much else is given, which is fine. Probably the less information, the better. It does look like someone else has done it here and beaten it, so we know it's at least beatable. They technically had to reload to beat it, but that's fine. So Hornbreaker Prince and Whelps. That's... I mean, there's not a... Nobody other than Melting Remnant likes to see Whelps, so... You know, you definitely would have rather seen the other starter. So I can tell you're probably doing full random here. Herzal Horde. Not a very good one. I mean, we do see that they're dying ring 1. I'm going to try to ignore that in my decision making, but you know, Herzal Horde definitely not a good ring 1 Pyre unless you're getting like Demon Fiend or something. Even then, it's just letting you play some stewards out alongside it. And it's just not that good with the original clans. But at least we got Pyreborn, but I don't know. Do they rely that much on their equipment? Maybe Soul Smelter. Well, we'll give it a shot here. Alright, so we got Entropy at least. Easier Seraph. Pushback. That's annoying with pretty much every variant of Hornbreaker Prince. And then Vampiric Feed Kale. Hothead's a good unit, but not in ring 1, typically, I would say. Especially when there's no scaling in this deck. You know, every single one of these starter cards is redundant with one another. You know, I have the Whelps, which do AoE 1 damage. I have the Flickers, which do AoE 1 damage. I have a Hothead, which does AoE 10 damage. And then I have the Hornbreak, which is single target 10 damage. All of it removal. And the Torches, of course, which are 3 damage. There's no scaling, no defense. It's 100% redundancy with one another, so I can see why this ring 1 could potentially suck here. And then basically the only good version of Prince anymore is Reaper, so hopefully we get that. And even the Entropy could be annoying with Hothead as our potential carry unit here. Alright, no Reaper figures. Well, I can already see this is a potentially pretty bad ring 1. You know, Wrathful really suffers in Monster Train 2. It's one of the worst champ paths in the game, I would say. Which is funny, because it was... it was never good in Monster Train 1 to like go all 3 points into Wrathful, but I always felt fine starting any run with Wrathful Prince. It was just going to be solid for the first 2 or 3 rings, no matter what, and then it kind of falls off. But in Monster Train 2, it sucks from the get-go. It doesn't even kill half the... You know, it can't even get a slay in most of the fights. And the scaling and the stats are just a joke. Like, I may just go Brawler, I don't know. I may just go Baller. But, I don't know, I probably need to go Wrathful to even get through this. It'll be slightly better than Brawler. Alright, these are good artifacts. I mean, Odious isn't always good, but with the Herzal Horde, it's pretty good. Like, then we know we're at least getting some value out of the Herzal Horde. So I'll probably just take that. I mean, Dante's Footstool doesn't even... You know, we have less chance of finding rooms since we're one of the original clans, so... Plus, it's just better. It's just better with the Herzal Horde. It's the only one that does anything for me right now, either. Mark is actually pretty good for us here. That we might even take that for free, to be honest. This is probably one of the... I typically don't like to face Heavenly Toll as my first fight, but probably here it's fine. I probably should actually wait for a Spear Steward to go behind Prince. Assuming we're getting some slays with Prince. Game is lagging all of a sudden. Okay. Now I think they fixed the spikes interaction with Hothead, so I'm free to hit that, but I should wait till the second wave to blast this, because the second wave is harder. I think we'll just do that, and that. Because I do want to get a slay. I don't want to like break the thing. And the rage is fine too. Alright, that dies. We did want this here. Take one of them out. This is where we do that. Yep, I didn't take any damage, so that's good on the spikes. Kill that. You're at 41. I should get you... I should torch you. The torch, it does 1 more damage than Monster Train 1, which even is, like, shittier for Herzal, but I definitely want to get up to the point where I can kill this. I'm still not even there, but hopefully we'll get there. Might as well actually just... Now we're there. I'll even do this just so I can play it out. This just to get these. I don't even know if I want to torch myself because I need to survive hits here now. You know? God, he's getting his rage, that's for sure. Alright, you'll get some armor. Don't think I torch myself. 29, so 12, 10, 8, so 12, 10, that's 22, 22, and then 30, I'm at 29, so this is fine. Let's see, I'm at 26, and 22 is the threshold. Yeah. Alright. We did about all we could do there. I think Wrathful definitely got us much better than Brawler would do. Brawler might be the Ring 1 death, right? Well, these definitely aren't what we want to see. These suck. What we want to see is Ritual of Battle ideally, but Fledgling Imp would do as well. I mean, Fledgling Imp would have been just fine. But, yeah, these are bad. Even like a Welder Helper would be alright. Because obviously, we need some stuff here, and this isn't stuff. This is more bullcrap. This is more removal, which we obviously don't need more of. And then a utility card, which doesn't currently do anything for us, and may never. But probably just the utility of Hidden Passages we're speculating on. You know, there are definitely Pyreborn units that like to be overstacked. There are some Hellhorned units that do as well, though they're not as good, and you know, Steelworker's not as good in Monster Train 2 as it was in 1. Branded Warrior, stuff like that's just not as good. The Alpha Fiend in Essence doesn't exist, so like a lot of that passive scaling is actually gone. But either way, I guess we'll just take it. Yeah, Lava Armor, definitely need that. We could just continue to brick things, and that would give us some health. Yeah, it's just... I want the Pyreborn units over the Hellhorned units for sure, but I don't know how I could justify getting the Merchant of Magic here. I have not really that much beef. I have no relentless killing power at the moment. I could just brick and get like Hothead Miser or something like that. Or even Hothead and even the, I don't know, stuff that's like good later. Like a Greed Dragon right now isn't necessarily good. But it would be, but I'm not getting through Ring 2 if I get a Greed Dragon now with the deck that I have, you know. We add Lava Armor, which helps a little bit with Relentless, but it's not going to be enough on its own. So I think there's no world where we can go to the right, and we just have no spells. Yeah, there's no way we go left, or no way we go right. We go left. All right, Large Stone, Speed Stone, not too bad. The Large Stone's pretty good. Large Stone Hornware is always okay. I feel like Alpha Vein actually is maybe what I need to take here. It's not a horrible unit in Monster Train 2. I feel like I'm just maybe in a desperate enough spot that I need to take it with the Large Stone and the quick... I mean, I have the Hidden Passage, and I'm just thinking, like, if I had... How many Hellvents do we have? We have one at... First one is at ring 5, then we got a ring 7 and a final ring. So I can get 4 technically Large Stone quick Alpha Fiends. Potentially I get... You know, if I can hit Elkos, maybe I get some sort of high roll upgrade on them before I Hellvent them, and that would be something. I could make that work with maybe Hidden Passage. It's still a little awkward. But it does play into, even though I took Odie's Totem, it does play into the Herzal Horde a little bit. Like if I absolutely have to, I could take a pip upgrade, but I think it's okay actually. Yeah, we'll do. I think we'll do the Speed Stone for sure. I don't know. I mean, I could Large Stone the Hothead actually. And then maybe, what's the steel situation looking like? A Large Stone, Hothead. I'm just thinking like, I don't know, what is... It's really hard to play a 4-pip unit, even with the Hidden Passage. But like, I can like fit stuff together if I'm putting a Large Stone on Hothead instead. God, why did these have to come in so expensive? It's literally the most expensive these upgrades can be. With much money here. I will go this way, I think. I think it makes sense. I don't think a 4-pip unit is ideal. Draw should be fine here. We took some powerful upgrades in order to get through this. So I can put this here or this here. Maybe I probably want to put this here, because Hidden Passage would put it in the very back, which is what we would want, and this is like the tank, even though this is kind of the tank too. I don't have enough pip, even at 3 it's awkward, but at least I can do, yeah, I can do like this if I need it. Do that for sure. I do want to block this. Most likely I'm getting a whelp or something, but yeah, we do have a draw downgrade. I don't want to overplay my hand necessarily. Alright, let you get that slay. This turn would be a lot more clean if I had hidden passage right now. We'll just do that. Actually go like this, I think. Why didn't I do it at the bottom? That was stupid. Alright, we're bottom decking hidden passage apparently. You'll get hit with 11, 21. I need this guy to get the sleigh. I might as well keep this because I'm almost certainly getting hidden passage next turn. Yep, that should be fine. So you'll get that kill, you get the sleigh, we're looking good. Do I do that? I don't think so. This should not hurt my spikes. Perfect. Or spikes should not hurt me here. Alright. I definitely would have preferred a ritual, but the fledgling imp is certainly something. It's definitely not going along with the plan we just put together there, but I don't know that the plan we just put together there is going to work long term. An endless fledgling imp would be much better if I could pull it off. Though I will say, okay, of course there's no steel ring 3 whenever we actually want it. Gosh, that's annoying. I swear it's like if I had a ritual, it'd be a merchant of steel. If I have a fledgling, it's a merchant of magic. It's like without fail. I think we're probably just going to go to the merchant of arms then. In Herzal Horde, it kind of makes sense. I just don't have, like, anything for the magic. And there's nothing that Pyreborn would give me at the common tier that would be good for it. I guess we'll see. Maybe I get an uncommon or a rare. You never know. But man, yeah, I don't know. The fledgling empty doesn't even seem that great because this steel is like pretty low value compared to this. I will need the health, even though I'm getting health here. Most likely, and the alcove and trinkets are just so much better than this. You know, I already locked in my upgrades. Well, that's not true. I still have upgrades to make. I only did one upgrade on each unit, which actually is pretty good for me. That actually makes the steel more hittable. This steel's pretty bad. I mean, look what it's up against. Oh man, the steels are just horrible on this map. I actually have to hit that one if I'm going to hit any of them. So it's only really a 4 out of 7 at endless. So it's like, I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth adding. Will I regret not taking it? Because I feel like the hothead, I have scaling with the alpha fiend and then the hothead together, but well, the hothead doesn't scale, but it just does the AoE, and I just don't know the it's like there's a lot working against me with the fledgling imp here. It's like I got a hidden passage, I got obviously no room on the floor in any of these cases. Like even with the hothead, it's like I would have to run it on its own. Is it weird to skip here? Seemed like skipping would be a mistake, but I don't know. I don't know that I'm hitting any immersion of steels. Because the steel right now, without the imp, is just multi-strike or bust, I would say. Maybe a Titanite. And Endless would open up with fledgling imp. Dualism, I guess, as well. I suppose I'll take it. Ooh, alchemy. It's got to be alchemy. I mean, maybe alchemy could make me want to go left. Obviously, I'm taking that over those cards, but I don't know if it makes me able to go left here. Because consumer move would obviously be the nuts, but I can't even necessarily afford a reroll because I would almost certainly want the Pyreborn unit. most of the time. Even a miser at this point would be alright. So the worst thing would be hothead plus something, because I obviously don't want another hothead, but what would the other worst thing be? I don't think there's any real misses at this point. Like maybe the Guildmonger would be the worst thing. Even that's not that bad. Of course, if I go to the right, there is the high roll of Bloodthirsty Blade, which Bloodthirsty Blade plus Hothead's amazing. There's the Soul Siphon card, or equipment, which is also really good on, what's his name? There's Mine Horde, which is very good. Mine Horde is definitely good on Hothead. Yeah, I think to the right for sure here. Ugh, yuck. God, these suck. That is not doing anything for me whatsoever. At the end of the day, the Swiss-Steel Dagger's never horrible to take, but I don't know, if I re-roll, it's down to 105 gold. I figure we're re-rolling here, just these aren't that good for me. Steward's Quarters could be usable, but I would actually have to, I don't know. Then Inferno Room, I swear it's like, we keep saying Inferno Room and it's just never good for us, because I already have Inferno Room at home. It's called Hothead. It's much better. But I don't know, maybe because it's Seraph of Entropy, which has silence units, I could maybe see the Inferno Room. That's pretty far ahead to be taken in Inferno Room for, though. Like, I don't know if it's all that good. Especially, like, if I buy this, I can't re-roll. Let's check the shop first, or the alcove first, I mean. Damn. Well, now I definitely wish I went to the Merchant Magic, actually, given what I saw here. And then here, Consumer Move would be a high roll, or I could double stack even. I'd be alright. Just minus Ember would be alright. I think we take the Rail Spike. The other ones aren't that good. Like, Spike the Vanish just basically just a reimagined version of the Hellhorned Spike, which isn't even that good. And then this is, I don't know, Conduit's just not that useful to us here. Like, yeah, I got the torches, but again, I've got the Hothead. It'd be alright with the Hornbreak, but it's not helping with Relentless, and Relentless is what I'm worried about right now. Like, our wave clear is okay. Our front-loaded damage for tanks could use some help, but it's not like any of these help with that much. I guess the Coven Spike would be the best there, but the Awoken Rail Spike just opens up too many high rolls for us. Infinites, everything like that. So, just take the Awoken Rail Spike. Plus, we got the Odie's Totem, which has synergy with it, even just in the vanilla form. I mean, I haven't really... Let's see, so that magic there... It's a long time till the magic, all the way till the KO fight, but it is a good node. And then there's the final one. Wow, there's like not many merchant magics on this map. It kind of sucks. It is what it is, I guess. I think we re-roll this. These just aren't that good for me. And... I mean, I could end up with... maybe... not settings. I mean, obviously, like, Bloodthirsty Blade would be the best thing, but it's unlikely that I get that. So we get the neutral ones. BT Blade would be the best. So we already seen Swift Steel Dagger. It's either gonna... So we got a 1 out of 4 that it's BT Blade plus... It's, I think it's always uncommon in the first slot. So I think Pyreborn has, well, they have 2, so it's actually not very, yeah, it's 1 out of 6 actually. But if it's not BT Blade, either of these is very good. So we can say that 3 of the 6 are actually very good. That's a 50-50 chance that it's a really good hit. And these aren't necessarily very good. I mean, Glass Cannon and Stoic are just complete bricks like they almost always are, but at least the Meat Shield's takeable. It's certainly takeable, especially in a combo that lacks defense. You know, Hellhorned doesn't actually have that good a defense in Monster Train 2, to be honest. The armor just doesn't keep up. So, I think we reroll this. And then the rooms. There's also the rares. I don't know, they don't look that good. I guess I can make use of the Carapace somehow, or the Void Armament maybe on the Alpha Fiend. Carapace would go on the dude, the Hothead. And then what were the Pyreborn just has like greed rooms essentially. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to look at it. So clearly I need to just reroll. Well, there we go. Bloodthirsty Blade. Is it better than the Evergrowth Carapace? I would imagine on a Hothead that it is. Pretty sure that it is. Yeah. Plus I can actually just make it deployable. Though maybe the Sacrificial Chamber, I mean this early of a Sacrificial Chamber is going to be worth so much gold. But, I don't know. Without hitting the Ritual, I don't really want to rely on the Imp to scale this Hothead, especially when I have the Hidden Passage. Like, I already see something forming here where it's just like, I have the BT Blade on the Hothead to wave clear. I already have Alchemy, so I can just take minor Pyreborn artifacts until I get the self-damage thing, which with the torches is going to be just fine. Then I can actually never need to find any other form of cost reduction. So it's like, and then it's just Alpha Fiends past that to scale up to finish off tanks and kill bosses. So we just want to get this thing scaled as much as possible, so we want it deployable for sure. That's a pretty good ring, actually. Feeling pretty good about this. It is pushback Archeon, but with the hot-headed being... so he'll have 13 attack, I think. So I can survive this hit. I do want Hothead down here, maybe, to potentially get Slay and then move up, is my thinking. I give him the blade, right? Yeah. Alright, well I guess he's moving up immediately. That's fine. Archeon will come back probably 3 times here if I never fill the middle. It's kind of hard to know who to put Lava Armor on. I think I'm going to wait on it, actually. I'm just going to go 3 here. I should leave them so that I can get Slays. I will just tank the hit, I guess. Yeah, we'll just get rid of all these. And you still get a hit. Can't get a Slay with the Prince, which kind of sucks. So we won't have a cooldown. Let's kill these, I guess. $26 by 2. So that's 40, 52. That's fine. Yeah, those are ready to die. Looks like lava armor will be going on Hothead. Let's check 42. These die, right? Okay, good. Definitely want to play that. 52, 28, 28, that's 30. If I put this, does he die? That's 12. That's fine. We wanna, oh, he does die. I thought he would get a hit in first. No, whatever. Probably, hopefully get another torch here anyway. So you'll hit first, killing that. I guess we just kill this then. So you do 60, then you kill that. If I do this, I don't get armor there, but I also don't take 6 here. Oh, you know what I just realized? The lava armor probably shouldn't go here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to move him up because I'm going to do this next turn to get the slays, and then I could just replace it with the lava armor, and then that's fine. So you'll do 65. I should take the armor here, I think. It doesn't really put me over a threshold, though. So maybe I just don't. I think I want the slay here, though, for 11, though. Looks like I don't really have a choice. Alright, and then I can just replace here. I mean, I could get one more slay. I guess I could... Yeah. I need this to probably kill this guy. Yeah, it was cutting it a little tight. Alright. Ooh, Tome of Contracts. That has to be the choice, right? I mean, these are all fine. Pyroclasm is worth considering if I think that is what I need to kill tanks with, but I don't know. Just being this makes my Bloodthirsty Blade scale more. It just makes me so much more powerful. Obviously, we have the. We don't want to forget about entropy, but I already have the double horn break. Even just some upgrades on the torches will be enough to kill those things. So definitely just take that. Probably a little late for Demon Fiend to be that enticing for me. Magma Mauler is maybe worth taking. I don't even know that it is. I think that... Alright, 1 second. I need to be right back. Alright. So, where was I? You got pulled away. So we got Atomic Contracts. That's really good with the Hothead. And then... Unit. It's either Magma Mauler or nothing. It's like, do I need the Magma Mauler to win Relentless? I think the plan is that I'm just gonna Hellvent Alpha Fiend maybe once or twice, and then that, along with a Hothead, is the floor. We don't care about Prince. Prince doesn't even need to go on the floor. I will need something to defend with. And maybe that's Magma Mauler? Because I get to put Titanite on it. Because I definitely don't want Hothead to have to be the tank, because that's my big damage dealer and wave clear, especially when the Tome of Contracts hits. I guess I could just put Endless on it, but then if I lose the, yeah, that's not going to work. Endless works on the Alpha Fiend, whichever one I end up putting in front. But also, if we're not thinking that Merchant of Steels are very good, then searching for Endless doesn't even seem amazing. I think there's a skip. Draw. So it's like multi-strike and Endless are good. I guess a Steelworker is acceptable. Is there that many trinkets that can give me some sort of defensive something? I think we just really need to solve defense and we're good. Just picking up a Daze card would be amazing if we can get that. But if I don't, can I get like artifacts? That wouldn't be very good. That would be nothing. Like most of these aren't very good other than Gur's Code. Real Hammer wouldn't be good because I don't have any armor other than what's his name. Yeah, so Hellhorned doesn't provide much. Obviously, Pyreborn doesn't provide anything neutral-wise. Deepwood Oil is weak. Crown of the Eternal, I guess, could be okay on the Wrathful Prince. I don't know though. I think I only go up to 40 health still, right? With a full Wrathful is 40 for some reason. Still only 40. That needs to get fixed. Shadow's Sheath in some ways could be okay, but it doesn't really solve the corruption issues with the Titan fight. I don't know, I'm not seeing a lot of defense all around that race on the trinkets. Like Titanite is acceptable, Endless is acceptable, Multi-Strike is acceptable. These are all good things. Yeah. I think actually we go left here. And there's money so I can reroll, and who knows, maybe a Steelworker or even like a Rail Beater. Rail Beater with like Dualism could work. Let's see. Alright, Smidgestone and Quick, not really what I want to see. These are definitely not the units I want to see. Damn. I don't think I could have got like those and Horn Warrior, basically units I don't necessarily want to see. Alpha Fiend, I guess, too. I mean, I guess I'm only wanting to see Rail Beater or Steelworker. But, you know, I wanted to see him. I don't know that I take these unless I take Demon Fiend with the Smidgestone. Even at the Smidgestone, it doesn't really make sense. I don't think I take these. I think we're like a smidge net, but this thing wants to be endless, I feel. I don't think the Smidgestone really does anything for us. Titanite and Endless, but Multi-Strike works as well. Alright, and I can afford both these because I skipped. 215, yeah. So I think we Titanite this. I guess it will be my tank. Here's my thinking. If I'm multi-striking the Alpha Fiend, eventually when Hothead inevitably dies, these things will be multi-striking. They're getting 30 every attack. They'll be able to clear most of what I need to clear. And this is the only play I think to make. We're just going to be on a... It's just a typical Pyreborn run, even though we're technically using mainly Hellhorned stuff, I guess. But it's typical in the sense that I'm not going to have defense, so I'm just going to have to be on a timer. Basically, it's like, I got my gasoline and how much can I burn. I think we go Wrathful. I don't know that Brawler does much for us here. Like, we're just wanting some sort of defensive component out of this unit. Our offense is solved elsewhere. So we'll try to get the meager defense that Wrathful provides. Thornguard's a little bit annoying. This guy shouldn't be too bad though, as long as Hothead's living. Which I'm pretty sure Hothead is living. In this fight, we will go like this. Huh, I only have 11 on that. I feel like I should have more. As much as I want to play this, I feel like I need to dig for the Ascend card as much as possible here. There we go. Alright, you go up. Let's put this here. 22. You don't get the Slay here, but whatever. Let's do this here so I'm not getting... that was actually pointless. Yeah, whatever. I'll cycle back to the Alchemy. Play that when the fight is already solved. Alright, that is good. Um, 50. Yeah, you just kill him. I want to keep these around. I don't know, because my Alpha Fiend will... Yeah, just the Hothead will clear, so... I don't want the Hothead getting slays. Yeah. We really hope maybe to get also the what do you call it? The Harvest, the Reform boss. If possible. I might as well do that. Oh, right. I think they should allow that. I've submitted that before. 35. Let's move one of these tanks up. I don't want to take any risks here. Alright, good stuff. Last stand, very unlikely to do anything for us. Battering ram, also very unlikely to do anything for us, but March of Shields might be alright. I could shift units around, keep my key units alive, and just give armor, if anything. This seems useful. It's pretty late for the sacrificial... Is it too late? It's not really too late for this. Might as well take it, right? So I don't know that we really need the minor artifacts at this point. The one that we wanted is already solved by the Tome of Contracts, so we'll try to get a better artifact. Do I still want to go to the right and search for a unit? Because I've already got the upgrades locked in now. But, like, I don't know. I could get, like, an endless tank. I could get a dualism tank. Like a dualism steelworker or railbeater. These things are still, like, somewhat enticing to me. But I don't know. There's a Hellvent. There's, like, a lot of stuff over here. Probably just go that way. We wanted that another Alpha Fiend anyway, right? Ooh, room card to everything. Probably we'll just buy the both of these. I don't know that Manifold Mirror is actually worth buying. We're kind of a one-floor setup, which is fine into Entropy. Let's take a look here. Unnamed Tome. There's also just Sap. Which is a form of defense. Doesn't help with the corruption. But neither does that. This kinda can help with corruption, but it's one and done. It's really good for the bosses. You know, maybe we don't want Entropy giving us Sap. I think the Unnamed Tome is probably just what we take here. That's such a good card. So definitely taking that. Gets me the lava armor out for free. I don't know if I need the Manifold Mirror. Am I still hellventing the Alpha Fiend? Oh, you know what? Oh, right. I was gonna say, if this is not deployable, but it is deployable. Yeah, I think we're hellventing the Alpha Fiend. Make a removal, I think. Make 2 of them. We should be making money from here on out, so it's fine. Deck is kind of weird. I don't have much cards to actually play past the point of putting stuff down. Draw -1 I think is fine. Not the boss we wanted to see. I mean, we'll beat him, but we obviously just, for the greed, to sake of greed, we wanted, what's his name? Alright, we know we want to do that. Then maybe, oh, I can't fit them, okay. Maybe I take an Ember upgrade for the final thing then. Alright, we definitely want to do that, but then we'll just do the same thing. Try to dig for the card. Alright, we put that there. Hold that. We don't actually want it for the boss or anything, but just block with that for now. That's a lot of gold. And actually, we got a sleigh with what's his name, which is nice. Alright, you'll come up. You'll go there. We'll do that. Gotta remember to click that every turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this just never finds any use in this fight. 80, still kills. Yeah, because you obviously don't want to just do that. Do that, I guess. That ought to do. Would have loved to have farmed the reanimate boss, but whatever. Impish Scholar gets back either Alchemy or Rail Spike or Contracts or Tome. Basically everything other than Contracts is good there. So I'll probably take it unless I think another March of Shields is fine. Pretty sure the Impish Scholar is what we're doing there. These I don't think I'd take. They're not so good. I will take these. This would allow me in the... I mean, this is the artifact I wanted for the minor stuff. Technically speaking... I'm trying to think, does Fire's Breath actually work with these? I'm pretty sure this does not count as a strike. It'd be cool if it did. Coffers is very unlikely to do anything for me. Maybe it's... none of them really are, but I guess the Lash technically could allow me to do multiple hits. I may as well take that even though it doesn't really do anything for me. So I'm pretty sure we go to the right. We want the health, we want the cove, we want stuff with the magic that could be good. Oops, I probably shouldn't have took that health just right off the bat like that. Okay, this is interesting. I could make that intrinsic or this intrinsic. I feel like the hidden passage is actually more important, especially come Titans. Yeah, let's do that. I suppose I can look at this first. Ooh. This one. The entropy event. This is a weird one. My first thought is I could -4 the Rail Spike, which has Consumer Move in the shop. The only downside is if I draw, you know, Entropic Crystals itself, which I'm sure could happen, and will, then everything goes up in cost. But I could re-uncost it, and do we even care that much that that happens? Meanwhile, I can like draw through my deck pretty well. Man, that normally would be such a good play, but I'm just looking at my deck and I'm like, is that even that strong? I don't know that that's that strong, because like I'm just basically only doing it to hit Hidden Passage a few more times, hit Hornbreak, I guess hit March of Shields. It's not actually that strong. I could triple stack March of Shields. I could triple stack the Unnamed Tome. That seems overkill. So what is good with the triple stack? Only March of Shields, which I don't even know that it's that good. It just makes it a 36 armor thing. I could also just not do this because this event kind of sucks. It's good in theory, but this Entropic Crystals is such a brutal blight. Definitely don't have anything for the spell damage that I really want. It would actually be okay, the spell damage on the... I feel like with my Rail Spike, I don't want to take this no matter what. So I think I'm just going to skip it, honestly. I don't know. It's it pains me inside to do it, but like I feel like just playing my. I still do want to dig for the Tome of Contracts, even though I have the intrinsic on the hidden passage locked in, or the Tome of Contracts. I don't know what I'm doing it on yet. I'm pretty sure it's a hidden passage. If I do consume remove, what am I doing that on at the moment? It's still rail spike, right? Or is it unnamed tome? Consume remove does make Impish Scholar a little worse, but we don't care that much about that. Impish Scholar is just a one and done value pick. Because we're obviously not going to hit steals. I feel like I've taken too long to figure this out. Fuck it. It's too enticing for me not to do this. Anything here? Consume? Probably not. You don't really want to make anything consume. So this already kills the thing, so maybe torch is better to do this on. I think we do have to kill the silencers, so I think I will actually just do that. Holy Stone, I could do that here, that's fine. Make this just cost 0 in case I accidentally get it entropic crystalled. It's weird, but I think it works. Probably should have put the +10 in the flicker, oops, but whatever, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Should be fine going up top. I don't think anything ever lives against us. I just need time to find our stuff. Alright, so you go up. We could do this here or do it here. I like it here more. Probably should have hit the this thing or whatever. So like I think I could just do this, right? Yeah, I can basically pretty much infinite this. So maybe this is really good, huh? I can actually just infinite here, eventually March of Shields my armor back and just, like, here, let's... I don't really want to put him in the front to risk him dying. So let's just do this for now. I need 2 of those anyway to really hit the infinite. Ah, shit, we had the exact fucking thing we were worried about happen. We've kind of played all the key cards though, so it's not too bad. I guess we'll just do that again. Oh, it actually... Nice. I didn't think it was supposed to do that. It actually wasn't supposed to do that. Alright, thank you. Actually, that's good for me. That means I can get 4 health out of my thing, even though I'm at full health. Sure, whatever. We'll say it's positive. That is not the one I necessarily want here. Here, you can have that. Hey, look, it's the bastard. guess I overdrew. So definitely Hellvent will go on the Awoken's Rail Spike. Probably should roll the Cherub up. Haha, you're 0 now, Crystallis. I would love to find a tireless climb. Let's see. Draw 8. Let's move you up. Do that. Try to stack that as much as we can. Taskmaster's Last actually put in some good work here. Aha. Got him. As much as I hate Devilish Details, this might be a deck that could use it. It's definitely win more. Reinforce, kind of just not needed. I think we just skip these, they're not that good. Yeah. Ember might be nice. I don't know, this thing already is so good. Ember would allow me to not really do much more in the deployment phase. Like, I could get another Alpha Fiend out, but it doesn't even fit on the floors that I want it to. I think I still just take more draw. Save that. We'll go left here. And Soul Smelter is... yeah, it's Siphon. I might as... so I already got the Whetstone. Let's just... this is probably good enough. We'll merge it with this since it will be free. Makes sense, right? Then we just hopefully don't lose the Prince, though. We finally get Reaper, but we're going full Wrathful just for the health. And, yeah. I guess I don't have to put that item on the Prince either. It's not that important, actually, to put it on the Prince. Could deploy that. Why not? And then Hellvent goes here. Pretty much have an infinite. We need to keep removing cards. So the torches are pretty good for us now. That torch, I guess I'll keep it for killing the enemy. I don't have any strong need of removals other than this, I guess. I don't know. Every card seems alright to me. I don't know. I'm just going to keep them, I guess. Reanimate 2 is great for us. It is Savagery's final assault, which is a bit annoying, but I can ascend them a decent amount of the time. I can probably set up middle floor as well. 59. Yeah, let's go middle floor. That there. We still put this here. There's this stupid card. We can just let this hit us. Draw 6. Well, I don't have to, so just do that. Not the greatest. Put that up there in case the collector's there. I guess we're gonna go like this to finish that off. Alright, they're all dying. Save our Pyre this way. I can save that for when I need it. Keep this guy going. Alright, he's feasting. I can earn this back, right? I want all of the scaling. I know I'm... Well, I should let Alpha get some hits or I'm not going to kill the boss. Yeah, let's stop being so greedy. This does screw the boss over decently. We should save it for the boss, not try to use it on like this floor, which is very enticing to do so on, but I can just bring one of these up for now. Let's bring you up. Definitely need this guy to get some kills. Son of a bitch. What am I doing? I need to be hitting that on my own guy. We got that thing down to a 0 cost. It's kind of wild. Alright, let the Alpha Fiend get those hits, I guess. Dude, how many of these fucking stewards are there in the deck? Have I not played through them all already? Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, that happened. I could move them up, but probably should have. Oh well. Oh, Savagery's Final Assault, you are the absolute bullshitter. Alright, that's down to 0. 10 by 2, you actually gain some armor if I let this happen, so I probably should. I'll just do this. It'll be hard for us to truly go infinite. You don't gain armor here, but that's fine. Alright, well, that's all she wrote. Annoying fight for sure, but we got through it. Branding right. With a calcified ember, or just alloy of the ancients. I think I like the alloy of the ancients here. Mine Cage is not really doing anything for me. I mean, yeah, it's just not doing anything for me. None of these really are, other than maybe Dragon's Breath. But I don't think so. The 3/3 is probably here. That's good. Oh, Spirit Break is charged. Now that is good. That is pretty god tier with what's going on with me. We still just take another one of these Awoken Rail Spikes. I technically have a dragon. He doesn't really strike, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take all of these. I won't take that. Okay, that's really good. Well, I can definitely stealth up. Gives me extra attack. I don't know. This thing always bites me. I'll see if I want it. I don't know. Another remove consume. Hey, I don't mind putting it there. I can silence their silencers, which actually makes me able to feel pretty comfortable with removing my damage increased torch, because it's not so good to use on myself. You know, this is kind of weird, but it should probably be March of Shields, right? I was going to put it on a torch just for the hell of it, but probably should just go there. Yeah, let's get rid of... I mean, I should get rid of some of these too. Like, they're annoying to play out. But I think I'll get rid of the increased torch. I can get rid of one more card. One of these, I guess. I don't know. Or I probably should have got rid of the sacrificial chamber. Oops. Well, whatever. Yeah, how about that? I'm pretty glad I made that play. This rail spike's ridiculously strong. Pretty much just do the same thing. Get the money just on principle. So we'll do that to get our stats up. Oh, I should have put him up first. Whatever. Play that first while I can. Do that just to get our +5. I can come back for that. Definitely doing that. 8. Give him some Pyre gel. Give you guys some Pyre gel. Hello, friend. You're just my favorite, aren't you? Don't want to accidentally kill these before I have the chance to get my own stuff going here. So you would take a pretty good amount of damage. Let's not do it. I do want to get you on the floor. Get that guy muted while we can. Let's mute everybody. There we go. Ah, shit. I forgot this thing was... Ay. Well, I will spare you that damage at least. Oh, bastard. So stupid. That's a great example of why I should be able to play the ability without a unit on the floor. Without an enemy unit on the floor, I should say. Alright, you go up. Do that. Draw 7. Alright, I can bring somebody up. Mute him. I could go infinite, it's like pretty close to infinite here, but I don't actually want to because it's so boring. I am just gonna like play cards though without thinking about it too much because that's actually more fun. I'll play until it stops giving me these, I guess. Like if I really wanted to go infinite, I would not be playing these other cards, and I would just like have like the hidden passage and move him up, but you know, do something like this. Give him some armor. Rinse and repeat pretty much. Let's see, let's draw 4. I'd have to play one of these. Or I could just do this. This does limit my scaling, but it actually kind of entices me. I could do something like that. Of course, I would need to have played more of these cards out, but could have actually kind of went for the infinite there. Here, let's hit one more time. I suppose we could just kill him this turn. Try to get that torch into the pool. 7 cards, you say? Alright. Ooh, well, that's hilarious. Oh yes, of course I need that. Of course I need that at this point. Well, this ended up not being too cursed by the end, but I totally get why you had could have some troubles in the early game. The early game it looked really dire, but once this hothead stuff came together, it was pretty much GG. one up. We'll go ahead and hit that first, then do that. Play that. I probably don't want to mute that, but muting that guy seems reasonable. Give you all of that. Here, let's give you some Pyre gel. Give you some more armor. Give you a bunch of Pyre gel. Nice. I always want to play that. I guess we could bring someone up here. Let's kill this guy first, and then I can worry about the top floor, I guess. Alright, there's our guy. Mute that. You can just stay there for now. Alright, we got that. Let's get you onto the floor. I don't need to be hitting him, I guess. At this point, this is actually what we want to hit. Works for me. We can have that. Slowly but surely. Maybe I should have kept that torch that had extra damage. I don't know if I want to painstakingly go through all this. In fact, I do know for sure I don't want to. Just keep up with this. tell you what, I'll only play the horn breaks, I guess. I should still also keep my guy alive, though. Oops. Whatever. Yeah, even playing that's like just not worth it, right? I'm just gonna keep playing these Pyre lights. Alright, well, GG. That's a fun run in the end. But it obviously was pretty hard at one point. Let's get him with the coup de grace here. There we go. So, if we didn't get the like infinite ability span, the idea was that we stack up that Bloodthirsty Blade on the dude and then just let the Alpha Fiends scale, and I would have had more of them and tried to build the deck more toward like facilitating that. But obviously if we see the just crazy high roll stuff come at us, then we got to do that, right? And then Prince, I don't know, didn't really do much. I think only really Reaper Prince is consistent. Brawler Prince can be good, but it not in a run like this where we just weren't really offered the proper setup to scale him. And I'll check what the original poster did, but maybe they went Brawler and it just doesn't even get through Ring 1 maybe. But yeah, that was a fun one. It was not that long. I had to leave in the middle, but it was still a long run. I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, if my recording time is to be believed. Very rarely, actually, that I make that good a use of the Taskmaster's Lash. I will say Shale Shell is a really good minor artifact. I've used that to a great degree a lot of the time, but usually Taskmaster's Lash I'm not actually doing stuff like that with, but that's really cool when you can make it work. But yeah, that run definitely was a reverse difficulty run. So let's see what everyone else did. The OP, did they go Brawler? They did go Brawler. They also went Dante's Footstool. I really don't like the Footstool here. It's like, it doesn't give you any immediate help, whereas Odie's gives you a lot of immediate help with like extra Ember every single turn. Plus you have really no downside since Herzal's Horde gives you so much extra deployment Ember. So it's like, even factoring that in, the Dante's Footstool, it's like, it's less good because you're Herzal Horde anyway. So I don't like that pick. And you know, I could say that maybe I don't like the Brawler start either, but it's not as much as this, I feel. Like this one I feel is more clear, whereas this, it's like, Wrathful often can't even get a Slay, so at that point, is it really even that much different than starting with Brawler? Maybe you just take the Brawler for the upside, and it's about the same in Ring 1 anyway, so I don't hate picking Brawler here, but I will say that given the fight that we ended up with, Wrathful definitely outperforms it. It's just not guaranteed, you know? Like, if I had gotten no Mark of Invasion and some, like, Dominion's Preservation or something, then Prince is about the same. The Brawler Prince is. And I guess there's nothing else. That's the only choices to really make there. Yeah, I guess the problem is, like, he just kind of die, though. And then Herzal Horde just has bad stats, so it's like maybe you could get through this still, but maybe I wouldn't take the trial. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty safe with the bloated whelps and the torches and the flickers and the hothead. Yeah, probably take the trial. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It was a bit narrow. Maybe you. I don't know how the fight went, but maybe you fed the boss too many hits. I may have even done that myself. It's something that's easy to forget. Let's see what Illustrious has done here. They they did go the full Wrathful like we did. Okay. They also went the Footstool though. I still don't like that pick over the Odie's Totem. But, you know, if we compare, you know, comparatively, the Wrathful may have been more impactful. I don't know though. An extra Ember each turn, I think, even if it's just torches or whatever, can be helping. So they had the Mind Cage, which is good, but not as good as what I had. They had a Dualism Fledgling Amp. So they did go with the Horned Warrior Largestone. I think it's definitely a good play to make in most cases. I think I still like my Alpha Fiend play, just because at that point we didn't have like any offensive scaling, and the Alpha Fiend kind of gives us an option there. And honestly, at 15 per strike, it's better than actually the Rage cards to some degree. If I'm already going to have a, you know, whatchamacallit. They got the Hothead with Rage 10 and a Large Stone. Demon Fiend. They got the same Orokin Rail Spike that we got, so that's good. But I can imagine, and they got the contracts as well. They have no Bloodthirsty Blade though, so I don't know about that. It seemed like that was like at the first Merchant Arms, and that's like a pretty clear thing to take, I feel, on this run, especially when it was like against a Merchant of Magic that was super low value. So it's like, I have to imagine you ended up at that Merchant Arms and like not taking the Bloodthirsty Blade with your Hothead. Seems like maybe it's not so strong. I mean, the run still won, but it looks like it struggled maybe a little bit more than mine did. Except at the end, right? Except at the end you have the Rail Spike Infinite anyway, but then they have the Last Stand. They actually make use of it. You know, they didn't end up with like an endless imp, but I guess if it has dualism and if you're starting with a 10 rage, this kind of works. That's actually pretty neat. I like that. That makes it so you don't really need the Bloodthirsty Blade. I am surprised they didn't take the Eggs card though. The whatever you call it, because they didn't end up with all those cool minor artifacts that we did, which would have made this a lot stronger. They could have had this Rage and then also been infinitely proccing Hothead. So he took 44 at the start. And it took 17, so like I do feel like the Odie's Totem was still more impactful than all of the above though, right? So like basically, if I were to compare the three runs, the main thing we can look at is the Ring 1, and in Ring 1, both the other players took the starting artifact that doesn't do anything Ring 1, so that was already hurting them a bit. And then the only other differentiator was which prince that you chose, and it looks like taking Brawler also was worse than Wrathful, but you know, it looked like the other one was still pretty close. Like 44 is almost a death. So I think not taking the Odie's Totem was probably the big. I still maintain that's maybe the biggest takeaway. Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching. Thank you for the submission, and until next time, peace.